95% of our people who work for us are nationals of the countries in which we operate, and 96% of our total procurement is awarded to in-country suppliers. So I think those are the areas that we can really make a difference in terms of providing sustainable opportunities for people in the countries that we are in. Capital providers also got $162 million during the course of last year. We have 16,149 people as of the half year, of which 5,597 are our employees. So as you can see, about a third are direct employees by us. The rest are our service providers, various contractors. Women amongst our employees make up 20%, and of that 20%, 53% are in core mining activities. Mining, engineering, geology, the really key critical skills to delivering sustainable production safely. We have 53% of those women in that. And then of the total women, some 20% are in the management. We're obviously looking at targets on gender and thinking about what we're going to do. But I'm hopeful that come the first quarter of 2021, we can give you a better handle as to where we're trying to go to in terms of creating a work environment that is more representative of the demographics of the various countries that we're in. I think what's really good to see, you look at some of the stats over here in the countries we're in. In Ghana, 44% of our women are in mining as well, which is great to see. In South Africa, we have 73% HTSA, almost 3/4 of the workforce. In Peru, we have 100% nationals. In Chile, 93%. So very high local employment. Our value creation in host communities centers on procurement, on local jobs, and on infrastructure development and training. And we found that that's made a big difference to us in the various regions that we operate, creating local jobs, creating a supply chain, and ultimately creating non-mining jobs, both in supply chain and in other services that are provided to either feeder industries that supply to us, or alternatively to industries that have nothing to do with us in the area, but have grown up nevertheless as a consequence of our presence there. In 2019, 34% of our total procurement, or $635 million, was spent in our host communities. 55% of our total workforce are employed from host communities around our mines. And so what does this all mean? It translates to almost 11,000 host community jobs in the areas around our mines. And that's grown very significantly over the years. The other thing that's important is talking to our communities, understanding what their needs are. And then we've gone back and asked independent bodies to go and test, do we think our engagement is making a difference? Are we reaching people? Are we getting more support with what we're doing? And if you look at South Africa, we can see that community support has risen from 33% in 2015 to 52% in 2017 and up to 62% in 2019. And that's for 3 communities measured.
Webcast questions first. Management reimbursement is an important topic in ESG strategies. How do you position yourself in this regard, and is your remuneration aligned with your ESG achievements?
Yes, our remuneration philosophies and structures are aligned to ESG. You would have seen the group scorecard, and that is directly linked to remuneration.
Next one from Ed Stoddard. The Reconciliation Action Plan in Australia. Was this already in place before the Rio Tinto incident?
We commenced our Reconciliation Action Plan process at the beginning of last year, and it's in the reflect stage, so we're right at the very beginning of the process. we believe that that's the right place for us, despite the fact that we have been doing work in this regard. And our Reflect plan was endorsed by Reconciliation Australia at the beginning of this year, and we officially launched the plan on our sites early in the year before COVID rose. And we are progressing well. We hope to have the Reflect plan completed by the end of next year.
Okay, the second one from Ed is, do you have any recent updates from the field regarding Operation Chinchilla?
Yes, the program is progressing well. We've recently relocated some chinchillas to about 4 kilometers away. So it's following a very long period or several years of research, cooperative research with consultants and academic experts in the field. We've moved some of them in the last few weeks, so it's a bit early to say how that's going, but we're confident that it will work well. We're working with scientific partners who are guiding the procedures and protocols that we're following.
Ed and Martin Creamer have a similar kind of question. Is there any development on renewable power installation at South Deep?
So our application for the 40 meg solar project is in process. We need approval from NERSA. I'm reasonably encouraged that we're making good progress. I'm also encouraged with what we heard about restarting the economy a few days ago, and the particular mention of renewables and the need to fast track these approvals to help Eskom, help ourselves. So no bets on this one, but I would like to believe that we'll have this in hand maybe even before the end of the year. Let's hope so. We think that the renewable component will increase quite a lot over the coming years. One, we've talked about South Deep and getting a 40 meg solar plant in. That's going to make a big difference. We're continuing to look at renewables at other operations in Australia, at the Greer joint venture, for example. We're looking at a solar project with a battery enabler with it as well. We're considering what we're going to do at St. Ives, given that we have a long-term power agreement that will be coming to an end in about 2 to 3 years. So we can learn from the microgrid experience, the blueprint that we've had at Agnew, and we can roll that out further. Don't forget also that at Solaris Norte, we're going to be in Chile. That's the new mine we're building now. We're going to be looking at a renewable component as well. And I think as the technology changes, as the battery storage improves, and that's not a million light years away. I mean, it could happen within the next 3 to 5 years that we see breakthroughs. I think that could be, another quantum change in what the world does on all of this stuff, particularly, given our critical need, as we've seen during COVID, when there's less activity, all of a sudden, things look a whole lot better around you. So we'll be working on that. So I think you will see changes going forward. We're quite excited about where we're heading over the next 3 to 5 years.